Well, police in Idaho say that they were working meticulously through the holiday season to catch accused killer Brian Kohberger. That is despite relentless questions and criticism from the public. Kohberger was arrested last month and charged with the murders of 4 University of Idaho students. Last week, authorities released new details about the investigation leading up to that arrest. So we want to bring in Joshua Skule. He is the founder and president of BowWave, that's a national security firm. He's also the former executive assistant director for intelligence in the FBI. Really good to have you here. This is a case that has kind of captured the attention of the country ever since these murders were discovered. This suspect is now in custody, but the investigation is certainly far from over. What will investigators be looking for in his background?
Good morning, and thank you for having me on. The investigation will focus on continuing to uncover evidence related to the murder of the 4 Idaho students, but also, and as importantly, looking at other unsolved crimes for which they may be attributed to Kohberger. They have his DNA profile now, and that is very powerful evidence.
What more do we know about the suspect's relationship to the victims and a possible motive? Because, by now you would think maybe there's some sort of connection that has been revealed, but there hasn't been. And I heard over the weekend some other expert talking about perhaps we could be talking about a serial killer. Like maybe there's more people that he did this to just based on the nature if there is no clear motive?
Well, I think law enforcement has not revealed a clear motive in the affidavit. However, as I said before, they are looking at other crimes that may be attributed to Kohberger. I don't know about a serial murder, but it is unlikely that this escalated into a quadruple murder without previous violent acts.
Yeah, I've heard other people say that too. So can we talk about the FBI's role here? When does the FBI get involved in cases like this? And what would the FBI have been doing in regards to this investigation?
So I think this really shows the collaboration between law enforcement. You have the Moscow Police Department, Idaho State Police, and the FBI Salt Lake City Field Office. The FBI brings laboratory expertise, the behavioral analysis unit, and then a reach across the country in 56 field offices. They're likely in a supporting role. But I think you saw the surveillance entity out of the Philadelphia field office surveilling Kohberger prior to his arrest. They also are running down or helping law enforcement run down 19,000 leads and more coming in. So all of this is in collaboration to both support the ongoing investigation, but also uncover other potential crimes committed by Kohberger.
And as you know, Idaho police were subject to a lot of criticism early on in the weeks following these murders. Why do you think it's so often important that investigators really sort of keep these details of their investigation so closely guarded?
I think the reason they kept them so closely guarded is to preserve the integrity of the investigation. But first and foremost, they have to make sure the public is safe. Then they have to make sure the investigation is methodical and right before they make an arrest in an airtight case. The victims' families want answers, and they want answers as quickly as possible, and they deserve that. However, law enforcement wants to give them those answers. They just want to make sure they're right. So revealing certain evidence would allow the suspect, in this case, Kohberger, to potentially dispose evidence. It brings in additional leads that may not be factually accurate or actually helpful. And all of that takes time and effort and resources against their primary goal.
Well, Josh Skule, we thank you for your time in helping us understand it all. And I'm sure we'll see you again soon, unfortunately. But fortunately.